So what do you say a little friendly competition? I mean, show them, essentially that's 2,000 crank versus 1,000 plus crank, right? So that's kind of a cool perspective check. First lick. Stock motor's doing work.
Holy shit. It's a bad motherfucker.
All right, guys, before we get into the action, don't forget, we're giving away a 1,300 horsepower Real Street 2JZ. We got 20 times entries going on right now, and it ends March 8th at 11:59 p.m. Make sure to go to thatracingchannel.com, scoop anything on our site for a chance to get entered to win this 1,300 horsepower 2JZ. Let's show you some of the merch that we got on the site. So we got a ton of new merch that just dropped on the site. We have the 2JZ shirts. We have 2 different 2JZ shirts. They came out super badass. We have a new gray OG logo TRC hoodie. We actually have a new hoodie as well. The hoodies came out so good. The material is so much better than the previous hoodies we had. So make sure to check those out. The newly released Need Money for Race Car hoodie. We never had a hoodie in this design before. We've also brought back the super popular 4G63 design. Hoodie and shirt is available now too. Make sure to go to thatracingchannel.com, scoop anything on our site for a chance to win. Let's get back to the action. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. Welcome back to the channel. We're here with Gordon's truck. We also got the work truck here, and we're at Orlando Speed World. We came to do a little bit of testing with both the trucks, but mainly Gordon's. He's got some new turbos. So we had what was the turbos you had before?
6776's entry-level journal bearing.
So we have some upcoming changes with this. We're also gonna be installing a Basye turbo kit on this, which requires a V-band turbo. So the Precision turbo was working, the 6776 was working really awesome before. I mean, I think those are what, like 800 horsepower turbos?
Yeah, I think they're rated for like 755.
755, something like that. So they're super entry level. They're like $800 or $900, but they worked awesome. This thing went 141 traps rolling at the night meet. So that thing, it was making some jam. But now that we need to get a V-band turbo, we did a mock-up on these. So they're V-band 6670 next gen, so super spicy turbo. So we haven't tuned it yet. We're just gonna be doing some dialing in to kind of get it tuned, and we'll eventually get it to the dyno, but we're gonna do a little street tuning here on the backside of the track. And then we're also gonna get into a quarter-mile pass with this thing. So I don't think many 24s have run quarter-mile pass, right? So one hasn't cracked into the 9s. Yeah. So I think we can crack this thing in the 9s.
I think so. I
mean, we'll see. So this thing is on a fuel tech. So this is the first turbo 2024 that's been tuned on the 10R80. We're using the fuel tech FT600. So we're testing that. We're also testing, you got a converter, right? So before it was stock converter, we couldn't even get up on the chip. Like, that thing with the stock converter.
Dog out of water.
We'll plug a quick clip of when we made a hit, but that thing was dead out the hole. So now we got a Circle D, got us set up with a Big Daddy converter. You also got the
Big Daddy trans.
Yeah, you also got
RSA.
the RSA Big Daddy trans with the same one that's in the TRC work truck, but it's still a stock engine. So we're gonna see what this little stock engine that could.
My little 8th mile killer.
Yep. See what the little stock engine can do for us. And then we got another big change, my favorite change. We got some new wheels on this thing. So we got some Bellax with it's 28-inch Hoosiers.
28-inch Hoosiers QTPs.
Not only do they look good, but they saved a ton of weight, right?
Bro.
What was we'll have to plug a picture for the exact, but like, so before you had the Steely with ET Street R, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had ET Street R on it before, and that's a drag radial. So this is a Hoosier, basically like Hoosier Slick.
Yeah, DOT Slick.
DOT Slick, okay. Yeah. So he can still run that all-wheel drive street class.
Exactly.
At TRC No Prep, March 29th. But I think it how much weight did it save?
Overall, 92 pounds.
92 pounds rotational mass. Yeah. That is huge, guys. I mean, for those of you drag racers, you know every pound counts.
Oh yeah.
But with rotational weight, I mean, that's probably like 200 pounds or something.
Yeah, I think like 150
200 pounds.
to 200 pounds. Yeah, somewhere in that range. I don't know the exact math.
Maybe I think it's 1.5 times the weight or something.
Yeah.
So probably like 150 pounds, but that's a lot, right? These are heavy trucks. So this one weighs a little bit less than the work truck. It's 44
This
and
one
change?
is 43.15, and with me in it, it's about 44.75-ish.
Okay, so it's a light girl compared to the work truck.
Yeah,
work
about
truck's,
200 plus
work
pounds
truck's
lighter than the work
4,700
truck.
pounds with me in it, so it's a full weight, thick girl. But I think that's it. I think that's it for the changes, right?
Yeah, that's it for the changes.
A lot of changes.
A lot of changes, but subtle changes.
And it's still not at its full potential. So it's like to where it was before. So before it made 918, I think, or something like that. But it was probably making 950, like on the street when we made hits when you guys saw it. It's probably making 950. So we got to get it back to those boost levels and back to that 950 range. We're still trying to watch the torque down low because of the stock, full stock long block. It's a stock engine. Yeah. So these Gen 4 motors aren't quite as stout in the factory form than like the Gen 3 or the Gen 2s. So we just have to play that dance. Yes, we're actually going to set both trucks up. The next thing we're doing event-wise is our TRC OSW No Prep. We're teaming up with Sinister Performance March 29th at Orlando Speed World. I mean, anything from basically daily driver class all the way up to like run what you brung, the craziest all-wheel drive cars in South Florida, and honestly, probably from all around the country. We're gonna try to go 9s in the quarter. Honestly, I wonder what this thing will do like a no prep quarter mile.
Bro, this thing's gotta be gangster.
I think it's gonna do good. Gordy, what do you think this thing's gonna run?
It better run a 9, if not I'm leaving it here.
So hopefully we get a 9-second pass. I mean, it should go 9s, bro.
It should.
It should go.
I don't hit the limiter before the end.
The rear gear is.
The rear gear is a 373 versus your truck's a 331.
Okay.
So you got the mile an
So
hour.
you might be right at that limit.
Yeah, I think we kind of like top out at like 142, 143.
Okay.
So
I mean, that's 9-second mile an hour.
it is.
Yeah.
If we leave good, should be all right.
Yeah. See what it does. Yeah, baby. 9.7, 142.
9.
Hell yeah. 9.7. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. First lick. Stock motor. Stock motor's doing work.
Bro, were you heard it hit the limiter at the end?
Oh yeah.
They were like, brrr.
No, he was good though.
It was
good.
great. No, it was booking it.
He hit limiter after it crossed. Dude, he's got a bottom 9-second pass in this. That was a 154 60 foot. So he can get this thing 141, 140, whatever, low bottom 1.4s.
Again. I didn't have a draggy.
Stop. You don't know what he went.
I don't know.
This thing went 172 60 foot.
It's a no
Probably
prep truck.
because all the rocks and everything.
It's a no prep truck.
Pretty good though.
Definitely could do
Holy sh!
I was
154.
yeah.
God damn.
Dude, nine's first hit.
Nice first hit. Oh,
Hell yeah, dude.
it's a bad motherfucker. Yeah, first gear is turned down.
Dude, you got a 9.5 in that thing.
First gear is turned down because of no prep. It's literally a no prep map.
You got a 9.5 in that thing, dude. That's badass.
That's cool. That's
Stock
cool.
motor. Stock motor, baby, doing work. All right, so here we have the TRC work truck 2020 4x4 F150. Last time you guys saw this thing, we were here at Orlando Speed World, and we went 8.4 at 167.
There it is. Let's go.
And also a personal best mile an hour of 168. It went 3.3, 60 to 130, I think 3.1, 100 to 150. This thing's making some jam. So it's a full weight street truck. This thing weighs, with me in it, race weight's 4,700 pounds. It makes probably over 2,000 crank horsepower. It made 1,716 wheel horsepower at 35 pounds. Capable of probably 38, 40 pounds or something. So for the most part, this is a pretty bolt-on, full street truck that makes 2,000 crank, which is absolutely insane. All right, so it looks like the old La Negra is pretty dialed in now.
I think it's ready for no prep.
Dude, so what do you say? A little friendly competition? Do a little roll race action here.
I'm about it. Let's go.
So we're eventually gonna dig race these things.
Yeah.
Once we get these things lined up from a dig, we're gonna dig race them 100%. You know, because that no prep surface is the equalizer.
Oh, yeah.
That truck will not put down 1,500 plus or 2,000 or whatever. It's not gonna put that down on the no prep surface. So these will actually be a good race on the no prep. For now, let's give people a little teaser. I mean, show them, essentially that's 2,000 crank versus 1,000 plus crank, right? So that's kind of a cool perspective check.
I'm like, yo, when's this guy lifting, bro? You're going. I'm like,
You were
yo.
going.
I was like, are you doing a full quarter hit or what?
I was like, bro, this guy is fucking going. I'm like, all right. Like, as soon as mine shifted in the fourth, you started pulling away.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, it got wild on the hit.
but that's a comparison too, because your ratio is longer. So it applies more load.
Yep.
Where I'm just flying through the gears.
Yep.
Because 373, 331, it's a big spread.
Yeah.
Yeah. This thing goes 143, 44 and a quarter.
Right.
That goes 170 plus.
But like tapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes 170 plus. So.
Yeah. So that was a pretty good comparison there
Yeah.
of a lot of horsepower versus still a lot of horsepower. Just less horsepower. I mean, you really think about it. Like one of these things is 1,000 horsepower truck. Like is serious. So like this is the more relatable truck. Obviously, it doesn't have an FFRE engine, but it's like a max effort stock motor, right? And this is something that literally just be rolling around town, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a bad right? So obviously, clearly you saw the horsepower difference there, but now where things will get real interesting is gonna be when we do some no prep digs. So my power advantage goes out the window on a no prep dig. So the surface is the equalizer. We're gonna have to dial these things in a little bit before so we're gonna dial in each truck, get 60 foot down, do a little bit of testing, and then we're gonna put them up head to head. And I think that race is gonna be a lot closer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the underdog might just surprise us.
Oh, it will.
Let's do this.
Ready?
Yep. Feels good, dude. It launches good. Smoking them. Bro, these tires are getting hating life right now.
We're probably gonna have to get tires before the event.
100%. Yeah, so power management in my truck is definitely an issue. Because every single pass, it's f***ing four-wheel drive burnout.
Did it burn the tires or no?
No.
Dude, it was
Smoke the
not.
tires?
No, and the front end lifted
That
Burned it up.
That felt planted, dude.
Like the front
Yo,
end lifted
you guys should just
perfectly
swap
and the
wheels.
were
I bet you it's the
straight.
tires. No, I bet you it's the tires.
I think, honestly, we were just talking about
We were
it.
talking
Those
about
have
it.
like,
I bet
bro,
you
those
it's
have
the
like 30 hits on them. Like maybe more than that.
I bet you it's the tires.
Yeah. All right, guys, so now we did a roll race. Obviously, that outcome was expected. Then we did a couple of 60-foot hits. We didn't do too much dialing in, but we just kind of got an idea of where the trucks are. Now we're gonna do a heads-up 8th-mile drag race. In the process of testing, we also found, I'm gonna come show you the tires here, but we also found that my tires are pretty cooked. We have probably 30, 40 passes on these things. We hadn't really thought about it before we came out, but they're pretty cooked. We're gonna do the race anyway, but they're pretty beat. These things are pretty shot. I think we overheated them. This thing's been doing rolling burnouts every time. So boost management is one of the biggest things. So obviously this truck making way more power. No matter what we do, we can't get it to stick. We've turned it down quite a bit. Gordon's got a set of new tires on there. His hooks and plants and goes. So it's definitely gonna be a heck of a race. So that's gonna call it for this episode, guys. In the next episode, we're gonna get tires on this thing. We're gonna do some more testing. We're gonna get ready for the TRC OSW No Prep with Sinister Performance here at Orlando Speed World on March 29th. If you're local to Florida, make sure you come out and check out the event. It is the baddest backside race in Florida. It's such a blast. So we'll hopefully see you there. And congrats on going 9s, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.